We got some more Blue Eyes action for you, and don't worry, Orcust is out here as well. Make sure you guys smash the and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So Arkansas out here had a regional this past weekend, and this is kind of interesting to see. We had 4 Rizal variants in your top cut here, of which it looks like 2 of them were, oh man, it's always got to be the Fiendsmith variant, man. It is definitely the go-to, but you've also got a Mitsurugi build and a Pure build out here as well. So you've got a lot to work with in terms of these numbers, and that's actually not bad. Now, we've also got a Fire King. I will tell you, ever since Dinka came up with this Fire King knowledge and spread it across the Yugi-verse out here, people have started to realize, oh, hey, we can actually play the board-breaking deck. You know, we got some really cool things that you can do. Yes, you do. And it's honestly kind of impressive to see how much of this deck has kind of spread. Now, we also have a Mermail Challenger entering into the arena out here. I can tell you, I think a lot of people needed some Mermail love in their life. This deck is extremely good for what it does. You know, crushing the opponents. It does so much good stuff for this game, and sometimes ruins the game, but it's okay. We also have Orcust. Well. Who needs new Orcust support out here? And this is honestly kind of interesting. That, yeah, I know we're coping here about this Orcust stuff doing as well as it has been, but I gotta tell you, that's very interesting to be seeing. And then, of course, Blue Eyes White Dragon. The Chronicle itself has begun, and I have really been impressed out here just following the story of Blue Eyes White Dragon and how much this deck has been successful out of, you know, very early stages. So I like this. Let's pass on over to deck list. So starting things off here, it's just never, you know, a straightforward video unless you've got some sort of Primite Fiendsmith build out here interacting with the Rizal stuff, proving that Ye Olde Engraver and Friends is still as good as it ever actually was. And, you know, this doesn't really change all that much because you just have so many people out here that are just in love with this deck. This deck does some kind of stupid things, honestly. I see, obviously, you know, Metaltronius has become the solid go-to out here. More and more people have been looking for a solid way to, you know, control Mr. Detonator himself. And that's what you're getting now, because you've been forced to actually main deck these cards. The meta just does not really allow you not to play this. So, hey, about time that Metaltronius actually is getting some love. You know, you got the built-in Fuwarses for disruption, still doing the Paradise. Holy mole Charmy. We got 8 Charmies in here as well, just upset and punish the opponent. And also, you see how much of an impact that we have kind of honestly had on the meta with how stupid Detonator has actually been, to the point that we're playing Ultimate Slayers to clean this garbage up. That's kind of impressive, but once again, that just indicates to me, you know, how offsetting that this format has actually been, that we need to do something like this in order to clean things up. So I would say that this is as standard gets. Next up here, we have Blue Eyes. Oh, wow, we've got Jet Dragon in here. That is an interesting tech choice, actually. Is there a real need for this card? Like, do we really have to dedicate to this? So what, other cards can't be destroyed, no each following effect, and then you can only activate if this Blue Eyes on your field or is in your graveyard. If a card is destroyed by battle card effect, so some of this card from your graveyard, and then you just get a big 3K floating back. I feel like I really wouldn't want this in Blue Eyes. Like, I feel like we just got a lot of other better cards, per se, but alright. And then, of course, we are doing one copy of the Neo Kaiser in here. This gives you the ability to send the Jet Dragon out of the deck if you do actually see this. Also, he likes to level modify him, so I see that we're not really doing anything down here that would really warrant a possible level modification. I do see here, however, though, we are doing Cosmic Blazar and the Stardust Cypher Dragon. Oh boy, the fact that you have all of the options jam-packed in here is kind of impressive, actually. So I'll give it to you. I like this. And, of course, Ancient Fairy Dragon. And a copy of Secret Village. Ah, yes, we, too, can lock our opponent out of playing the game. Just another day in the office for why Secret Village is so stupid. All right, we have our Fire King deck for you here. Now, this is basically the Dinka special, like pretty much copy and pasted here. You do see we are bringing in the triple pot of extravagance. If you know this card is stupid good value for this deck, your extra deck is sculpted in a way in which, you are going to be able to physically rotate through those good cards. Putting more of an emphasis on the Promethean Princess. You do need this card to resolve. If this card actually sticks, it actually does its thing, you are actually going to be in a really, really good position, which I like. Especially, if you can go Hida or Lina or even Dahark and, climb into this and kind of get this to stick around and then, rotate off of this and kind of control your opponent. It's very, very strong. And, of course, you do need the triple Garunix in here. This card is so freaking good, man. Garunix actually doing some good work in this deck. And I also see dedicating triple slots to the Chaos Hunter in here as well. Just for that anti-fun, because we all know how much of an issue some days we have with the Malice deck. So being able to deploy this and tell your opponent, oh, sorry, I didn't think you really wanted to try to play the game. That's why you have this line in the sand here, so you can actually set up the disruption and actually do what you need to do. All right. Next up here, we have Holy Orcust. First of all, I'm proud of you. I am proud that you were able to take Orcust to a tournament now, and you were able to do so well pre-support. That is freaking awesome, man, and I'm going to clap for you. It also kind of proves that how reliable Orcust kind of feels. The Link 1 and the Link 4 kind of complete the little cycle of what Orcust kind of feels like it wants to be doing. This deck wants to do the major advantage train. You want to be able to loop the Orcust Crescendo and be able to actually have this and be the big disruption you want. And also, quick effects, or quick effect. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not even playing Babel in here. Yeah, no Babel in this build. Okay, well, maybe that's something in deck construction, but yeah, for what we have, there's no Babel in here. I don't like that. Okay. See, we are doing Morion in here as well. Definitely one of the better options that this deck has going for it, but definitely an idea for Orcust. I'm telling you, there's no Babel in this. When we put this up from YGO Pro decks today, no Babel in here. So, hey, it just kind of proves how stupid Orcust can be some days. Next up here we have, Pure. 6 Book of Moons. 6 disruptions against the opponent. I think that this is nuts. Also, triple Ogre in the main. We're back on Ogre. Nobody respects this card, man. Being able to blow up the opponent's duo drive is nuts. All right, and everybody right now nobody respects this. This is why I was getting away with so much Ogre BS in the very early stages of the format. Nobody cares about this card. And if it sticks, it tears your opponent apart. We've also got the triple tack talents built into the main deck here. I also see, in terms of what this deck is doing, I don't see anything really, really too crazy here. It just checks all of the marks that, you would kind of be expecting in here to be able to, control your opponent. Still, this feels so extreme. Also, we're siding evenly. What a take back. All right. We've also got Mermails. The water barrier statue of fun. We all know how good this is. 2 Minstrels, 2 Abyss Rhines. We are doing the Mullen Glacier for the hand rip. 6 Maul Charmies in the main deck. Oh, okay. 2 Poseidons. I see we're also side decking the Abyss team down here as well. You gotta love this. And also Solemn Strikes to blow your opponent out of the water. I see absolutely nothing wrong here. This all looks like an absolute W to me. So, That's all we have for your breakdown for this event. Beautiful, isn't it? Please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.